Alrighty, here we are at Lowe's. Time to go grab some ratchet straps for what we are going to pick up. We need ratchet straps because it is heavy. It needs to be tied down. The last ratchet straps have just been broken from the plow dealership trying to fix the plow. Occasionally they snap when you unratchet them without having pressure from underneath. Or if the plow just starts to move, it'll just totally tear that strap in half. So I got to go pick up a new set of ratchet straps, 2 to 4 of them, and then we should be all good to go for tomorrow. Oh, also picking up the trailer. So it's going to be an exciting one for sure. It's going to be a 5.5 hour trip down to Lafayette, Pennsylvania, something like that. I don't know. I'm going to have to recheck the name. So anyways, 5.5 hours there, 5.5 back. It's going to be quite the trip, but it's going to be worth it. Let me tell you, it's going to be worth it. So stick along. What's up? Back at it. Here we are. It is probably like 8 p.m. or something like that. I have to move this truck, Rusty Rita, right there, out of the way so I can access the utility trailer back there and hook it up to Snow White, the F-350. That way, tomorrow morning, I can just head out, go pick up what I went and bought in Pennsylvania. So it's going to be a fun time, fun trip, but I have to make sure, first off, that truck starts because I haven't started that truck in a couple months. And then move it out of the way, hook up the trailer, and it's already cold out. There's a little slight dusting on the ground. I already went out and salted it for all of that snow right there. Got to move the truck, hook up the trailer, and get on with it. Alrighty, so as you can see, the truck started up real nice. We're all good to go with that. I just have to move it out of the way, move the trailer from behind it, hook it up to that truck. I got to take the hitch off of this truck, and that way I can swap it over because I still have the Boss TGS 1100 hitch on the F-350 AK Snow White. This is Rusty Rita. This is the OG truck. Been with me since the beginning, so no way she's going away. That's all I'm saying. So the hitch on this truck is kind of frozen / rusted on there. So I'm going to try a different strategy to try to pull this off. Alright, I just want to say, I never said this was the right way. I just said I'm trying to get this hitch out of the truck. So keep that in mind. Alrighty, it's out. That worked. No strain on either truck. So that's what we like to see. So just time to swap it out. Alrighty, so I was having a little bit of trouble getting this sleeve on here because these newer trucks have the 3-inch receiver. Man, my hands are cold. So what I decided to do is I took the hitch, as you can see, and the receiver that were stuck together like halfway on, and I brought them in the truck here just to try to warm them up. And sure enough, there was just ice buildup, and now this thing slides nice and free up on there. So we can line up the holes, throw it in there, and good to go. It's amazing what heat can really do, especially, you know, just on this small scale, just having parts in here just to thaw, just turning up the heat. So that's definitely a big benefit right there. So just got to throw that on, and now it's time to hook up the trailer. And then I'm going to go drive around that other truck, Rusty Reed, a little bit, and just make sure that that truck's all good to go and good to run. So yeah, that's it. Alrighty, well, it's all hooked up now. It seems like everything takes 10 times longer in the cold. There's like a little plastic piece that chipped off of the of this electrical insert here, and then another problem I'm having is that there are these marker lights right here. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, right there. And they kind of mark going all the way down the trailer here, and those marker lights weren't turning on when the headlights are on in the truck. So I decided to at least test out the tail lights and the turn signals, and those work, but those marker lights and the license plate light right there, they don't light up. But the license plate is mounted up there with zip ties because that's more visible, and down here they just tend to get run over and bend. So anyways, I gotta figure that out. Might have to take that to the dealership if I can't figure that out myself, because the trailer's not that old. It's 2 years old, year or two old, something like that. This will be year 3 for it, so it shouldn't be having that problem. But you know what? It is what it is. We'll just have to roll with it going down to Pennsylvania. I don't think that should be too big of a deal, because those are just marker lights and all the main lights work. So this was all frozen up, and same with the electrical there. I wasn't planning to use the trailer this winter, so I didn't really cover it up as well as I should have. And this locking mechanism right here got all frozen up, so I had to breathe on that a little bit to get it all good to go. But now we're all set to rock and roll for tomorrow. Now it's time to go take out Rusty Reed of that other truck right there and take it for a drive. Make sure everything still works on it. What up, what up, what up? We are currently on the road, and here's what we got. We're off to a really great start. Yesterday, the bank was closed. Bank wasn't closed. Couldn't do a wire transfer, so I had to get a big stack of cash. They only had 20s, so now we look like we're laundering money. Picked up the trailer, what are they, the marker lights? Yeah, those don't work. And we just made a wrong turn. So you know what, we're off to a really good start, and I think it's going to be a really great day, because you know what, all the bad stuff's out of the way, or at least I hope. So we're on the road. We have a 5-hour drive going down, almost to Pennsylvania, probably like a half hour in. I'm not really sure. We made a wrong turn, so I'm not really sure where we're at right now. But it's going to be good. It's going to be great. Stay tuned. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Alrighty, what up, what up, what up? We're back. Just hit up Sheets. Let me tell you, these pumps, they top out at $100, and it really makes me mad because gas is like $3.80 a gallon over here. So just filled up, first fill up of the trip. I think we're gonna go through like 88 gallons. We're getting like 8 mpg with the trailer on right now, going through whatever hills, mountains, whatever you want to call it, Pennsylvania. So next we're just gonna hit up Subway, and then it's it's on with the trip. We got like 3 hours left to get there, so it's gonna be all good. Alrighty, so here it is. This is the Kubota B2710. And currently I am going to see if this thing starts. So I bought this thing at auction. It was kind of sight unseen, just off of the pictures that I saw on the auction website. This thing has, you can't see it, but right over here, it says 823.8 hours. So this is a really low houred machine. It's low hours, but there is a lot of wear on this thing. All right, because we're gonna see if this thing will start up. Not really sure what some of this stuff does. It's not really labeled, but we'll test it out and see what's going on. What's up? We're back out here. We picked up this tractor over here about a week ago, something like that. Really haven't recorded in between because it was like a 16-hour trip, and we caught like 2 hours of traffic, and it wasn't really fun. So my bad, I didn't record as much as I should have. In the back here, there's the guys moving a bunch of concrete. They're out back in the yard here. But so what we're gonna do is the trailer lights, the marker lights running around the trailer, they weren't working. So we're gonna see if we can get those working, and we're also gonna do a little bit of a demo with the tractor, make sure everything works. There's a small hydraulic leak that we'll show you, but that's basically what we're gonna do today. And then we're just gonna go over maintenance, see what we have to change out, what needs like oil change, price a new bucket out, and just do it and make sure everything runs real smooth, and then we'll go from there. So you're probably wondering what this is. So this is a Kubota B2710. So I bought this thing at auction, sight unseen, and I showed up, and it looked a little bit rougher than what I imagined it would look like in the pictures. But you know what? It runs, it starts. The first time I started this, I think it was about 15 degrees out, and it started right up within, the first second of turning the key. So, anyways, here's what we got. So this right here, this is the Allied 195 hydraulic system. So I believe the lift capacity is around 1,200 pounds, which is basically all we really need it for. We're not really going to plan to lift any pallets or anything. All the tires are pretty good. There's only one hydraulic leak, and that's under this wheel right here. This is a 4-wheel drive Kubota right here. So as I said, we still have to do like a once-over of everything, make sure everything's good for this summer, spring, whenever we start to use this. But right now, everything looks pretty good. All the hydraulic hoses look new, and I'm not really sure what year this is. I think they made this from like 98 until like 2010, so it's somewhere in between those ranges. But we'll go over just a brief overview of what all needs to be done in this thing. So that was a really good first test on this thing. I'm actually pretty impressed with how the hydraulics ran, especially because the first time I had this out, the hydraulics were really slow to start. But I think I might have been a little too antsy and didn't let the hydraulics have some time to warm up. So here's the issues that this has. So first off, right here is the bucket. There's some rust damage right there. That could either be welded, but we'll either put just a plate in there, welded to the actual bucket, or we'll just get another bucket. Also right here, these hydraulic hoses right here, these ones are a little bit rotted out, so these might just need to be replaced. We might just replace them anyways, just because they're fairly simple. As you can see right in here, you have grease fittings. There's a lot of grease fittings on this thing. One on each side there. There's also a couple other hinge points that also need done. The headlight, not such a big deal. Headlight was busted out. And also the hood's not, actually I think it's just the grill that was damaged, and then they put duct tape on it, or electrical tape, whatever that is. Coming up to the hydraulics right here at the joystick, there's just a boot missing right here. It really just prevents any corrosion or anything in those those joints right there. The body is in rough shape. Obviously, you can see the seat here. The seat needs to be replaced, but you can get those for like $150 online. So far, four-wheel drive works. That's great. I did fill this thing up when I bought it with diesel. I'm not sure how big the tank is. I haven't tried out the rear hydraulics. So far, high, medium, and low range do work. Same with neutral. The parking brake does not work, so we just leave it in gear. That's also when you saw me shut the tractor off. You know, I didn't throw it in park because the parking brake doesn't work. There are, just cosmetically, this stuff right here didn't look too good. I couldn't see that in the auction pictures. But some of this hardware also needs to be replaced. But overall, it's a pretty solid tractor, especially if you look mechanically at all this stuff, especially from behind. All of this right here, this is how the whole undercarriage looks. It looks really nice and clean. It looks like that PTO will work because there's no leaks right here. Usually the seal will go bad. So hydraulics look like it's in order. The lights don't work, which no problem whatsoever. The lights usually go first anyways on these things because people bump into them and the lights just crack in half. So overall, I'm very pleased with this. And the dash doesn't work. That's the only other thing. The dash doesn't work, so you can't tell how much fuel you have. You can't tell what RPM you're sitting at, and you can't tell what else is there. The temp gauge, there's no temp gauge on it either. That just kind of sucks. It's something that might be fixed Oh, the hour meter. Did I say that? Yeah, I think I did. So it says it has 823.8 hours on it. It could have 1,800. It could have 2,800. Who knows? But it runs really nice. It starts really nice. There's no knocking anything. The ROPs do need to be adjusted. They do need to be tightened up because they do move around, if you can hear that. Those are just a few bolts that just need to be tightened up down here. So that's really nothing. Other than that, this is just a really, really solid machine. I'm happy about it. If you want to take a guess at how much I paid for it, leave a comment below. Also, let me know how much you think this is worth. So we could do that as well.